Hey guys, welcome back to another video of our Hogwarts Let's Play. We've done a fair bit of quests, and if you remember last time, we went and we did the quest where we went and found the helmet for Lodgok. That's where we left off. I'm just going to keep going on through. We've got two here. This one just requires level 15, and this one we just get rewards, conjuration spellcrafts. Deke wants to teach me how to use the knapsack to rescue magical beasts. Okay, this one will be really good because I think after this one, we're going to get our flying mounts. So I'm going to go to the map very quickly. Not the Hogsmeade map, the Hogwarts map, you dum-dum. Not the game, I'm the dum-dum. Fast travel to the room of requirement, because Deke is kind of like your caretaker for the room of requirement.
Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack.
Well, don't get sucked in. Jeepers.
Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where.
This is also supposed to be one of the more lucrative, if you want to take this route, it is one of the more lucrative ways to get money.
We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing.
As I said before, I do not condone poaching in any way, shape, or form, but from a gameplay perspective, it is apparently very lucrative. That's all I'm going to say, and we'll move on.
A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good.
I guess you can also capture as many of these as you want, and you can actually care for them.
The beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
You get close, you press the button, and in they go. Now I've got puffskins.
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deeg has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Do you have any advice on how I can rescue more elusive beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
Then I shall
Okay.
go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deek will be waiting.
Bet you could use disillusionment charms as well to sneak up close.
Everything's all right now.
All right, easy enough.
I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deek hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deek knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deek will see you there. Deek hasn't seen this many plants here before.
Hello, Deek. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deek will be waiting for your return.
Quickly advance time. Yes. Rescue a moon calf. I want to add the disillusionment spell here, and I want to see if it's actually effective. I imagine it would be. If they can't see me, then...
Professor Howard will never believe this.
Perfect. Let's rescue one more. And that'll give us 10. The mooncalves are so adorable. When they first popped up on screen in Fantastic Beasts, I was just, oh my gosh, I want one so
It's a bit
bad.
trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deek supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deek will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Alright, quick fast travel then.
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens!
What in the world did I just do?
You've done it!
But what What is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
The room of requirement is insane. Like, someone other than the four founders had to put this in here. There's no way that they created this themselves. It's insane and ridiculous.
Look
And
at this.
honestly,
It's amazing.
sounds like a plot hole.
Where are we, Deke?
If you just need something, go to the room of
It seems to
requirement.
be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home.
And it's supposed to exist inside the castle itself. Like, this just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I get it that it's magic and magic can do anything, but come on, you gotta... Okay, we'll add some beasts here. The mooncalves are so adorable.
Oh! Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care,
Oh,
beasts that
okay.
are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Yeah, this is just insanity. I can't fly in here, apparently, but you gotta be kidding me. This is just insane. I wonder how big this is. Like, is there a limit? Am I stuck in a very specific... Like, is this the edge? I bet you that's... No, I can keep going somehow. Yeah, this just doesn't make any sense that the room of requirement can do. You know what? You know what this room really needs? We need a mountain and trees that are 7 times your height. We need insane rock... Like, this is just ridiculous. I'm sorry. This is ridiculous to me. Makes absolutely no sense. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Sorry, little buddy. Got a nice little puff skin. And we'll feed him real quick. Every 25 minutes. Okay, so every 25 minutes you can collect whatever materials you need from your various beasts. And you collect the mooncalf fur. That is super easy. It's not ready to be interacted with yet. The music here is exceedingly calming. I just want to listen for a second. You know, this whole place might seem ridiculous, that the room of requirement's just like, you know what, we're going to have this prairie here, but well done, the programmers and the creators of this. This is exceedingly awesome. I mean, it gives off, like, the really calming, everybody's at peace vibe that you get in, like, Finding Nemo at the end, or at the very, very beginning, like, before all the bad stuff happens. I'm just totally, completely enthralled by this. Sorry, I'm just marveling. This is so cool.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
Okay, so we got the enchanted loom now. So exit the vivarium. That is... Yep. Totally in awe by that. Something functional, such as the loom. And we'll just conjure it right there. And we also need to conjure... Oh no, these are just things I found. Forget about those. So now we can actually start adding stuff to our various... If it's able to, we can add stuff or enchantments to our various whatever. And then you can add a trait if you have traits to add to it. Damage, decrease damage. So, wow, lots of different traits to use here. Well, that's going to be something I'm going to have to invest in. Alright, we got a new item, the embossed tailcoat. Okay, so we have to upgrade an item piece, and we have to add a trait to one. So let's view and upgrade. We'll do that one super quickly, just to finish the quest. Sure, that one will work, I suppose.
That came out nicely. I should show Deke. I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
Yeah, this... I knew this was coming, but still, this is hugely unexpected. So let's see what else I've got. So I've got quite a few. We'll add a couple different beasts. I wonder if I get more beasts as I do this.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Well, it seems like I'm gonna have to go do some animal collection so that I can fill out everything inside of the vivarium. Let's take a look at some quests again. Meet Sebastian in Feldcroft. We're going to go do this one real quick, and in the process, we're going to finish the quest for this one, because I want to learn that spell. Oh my... Fortunately, I found a fairly close one, and we'll just travel the rest of the way. And I'm not even going to bother.
It's like a place right out of a story.
It's quite the journey.
Enjoying the view.
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Yeah, so I didn't show it, but the journey over here, even with the broom, was quite long, so...
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier.
I did
With Ranrock's lot wandering
find...
about all the time.
I did
Everyone
find
stays
some
out of sight.
nifflers along the way for the vivarium. And hopefully we can find some other
Here we are.
ones
My sister should
before
be just
too long.
inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Yeah, definitely not what I was expecting either.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Well, let's talk to Solomon and see what he says.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes. Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
Okay. Sebastian Sallow's story is getting extremely fascinating. Because one, what in the world did Anne get cursed with, and why is there zero cure? Why is nothing working? Additionally, why is his uncle, I suppose, I guess, sorry, backtracking. What happened to their father? Why is Solomon in charge of the children? I mean, maybe did he die in the pursuit of something? I don't know. There's a lot going on here.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
You know, it really speaks volumes about a property's magic systems when, even when something, or even in a world like this one where it seems like just about anything is possible, as we just saw with the vivarium in the Room of Requirement and the Room of Requirement itself, it seems almost insane that there isn't a cure-all for everything. It's just crazy to think that someone could create something so mind-bogglingly complicated as the Room of Requirement, and yet there's some magic that permeates everything and doesn't allow for a cure or a fix or a problem solved. It's just too powerful to comprehend and too complicated to even begin taking a stab at the problem. It's one of the reasons why I love a lot of fantasy genres that have magic systems in them, because sometimes you get softer magic systems like Lord of the Rings, where it seems like anything is possible, but because magic isn't prevalent enough in its use, we don't know what the limitations are, if there is any, which, of course, you know, if there are limitations, kind of flies in the face of the soft magic systems. Whereas something like the magic systems in the Mistborn series, or what's another one that's got some hard magic associated with it? The hard magic system that, like, the Inheritance Cycle has, it absolutely has limitations, but it can also solve individual problems with just the right amount of tinkering and thought and meticulous training at it. It's so crazy to think that
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
it's just crazy to think that those are the kinds of magic systems we create. Personally, I like both types of magic systems. I like soft magic because the unexplainable is just really fun and you can kind of go anywhere with it. But in a hard magic system like this one, where you're restricted by wand movements, your knowledge of magic itself, it creates a world that seems incredibly defined, and I can't find the right words to describe how I feel about hard magic systems, but I love them because it makes me think that if I were in that situation, perhaps I could also think out the problem inside the magic system that's there. Maybe that's... Anyway. I'm going to talk to Sebastian, I suppose. Mumblings and ramblings of somebody who's read a lot of fantasy books and read a lot of different types of magic systems used. And I just love it. I like soft magic, I like hard magic. I don't know if I like one over the other, but it is just a fun... That's all.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my
Okay, so
father's
definitely his
son,
parents
as
died.
if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Okay. So just another...
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
The character creation and the intensity with which they're creating Sebastian Sallow's full arc is really good, because we've always been with the Harry Potter books in particular, and even the Fantastic Beasts a little
Up there,
bit.
on that plateau is where they cursed Anne. This way.
The Slytherin house is always just the evilest people possible. Maybe not the evilest, but
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ramrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. No good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. Rather unwise.
what was I saying? I was saying something about... Sorry, I want to make sure I get this thought out. In the Harry Potter books, the Slytherins are always the antagonists of every other Hogwarts house. And it's just assumed that all of them are eventually bad. Even Hagrid says in the first book, there wasn't a witch or wizard who went bad who wasn't in Slytherin. He says that, I think that was more or less what he said. But this just goes to show that it doesn't matter which house you're in. Sebastian really, truly cares for his sister and has true empathy for her. And you even see it with Malfoy in the later parts of the books. Like, he really starts to feel remorseful for all the things he did. Like his dad, absolutely an evil individual, but his mom and him were kind of along for the ride, it seems. He got forced into Lord Voldemort's crew. It was punishment for what his dad failed to do. And it's those kind of character arcs that are full of compassion and empathy and have true redemption qualities in them that really make me fall in love with characters. Sebastian Sallow is going to be an excellent character to follow the rest of the way through.
How childish!
Levioso!
Why is a grapple you are? I will make you pay. I won't rest until...
And I'm going to have to do as many of his side quests as possible, even though I will be learning the
You've made
Ooh.
your last mistake.
Loyalist Commander. Okay, we're going to try...
One less shit. How nice of you to stop by. That was quite enough of that. You were a... Let's get your There, Descender. I won't rest. One less human to worry about. Potato. Stupid taking her out. Defender. Descendo.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Okay, I did just pick something up. Or something in the challenges section. I felt, ooh, we have Room of Requirements stuff open. Oh, this is going to be super simple. Billywig Hive Spellcraft. Magic Chime Spellcraft. No, there was something that I found. Okay, so there's going to be quite a few of those, it seems. And did I accomplish the one quest for her? Yes. I'm able to do this one as soon as this quest is over.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Also,
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
kudos to the voice actor who's doing Sebastian Sallow. I really felt his compassion for Anne when he was speaking earlier. And I feel like for voice acting, maybe it's not as hard as I think it is, but it certainly feels like it could be harder because, like, you're just saying lines in a booth to capture what you think the character is, but you're not actually shown what the character is. Know what I mean? And, you know, it also speaks to, like, the dedication that some actors will go through when they get cast for a voice acting role. What is his name? He plays the Mandalorian in the Mandalorian show. He's also in the Last of Us TV show. I think he plays Joel. And he was in Game of Thrones, I think. Don't quote me on that. But there's a really famous picture of him, like him doing lines for the Mandalorian. And he's like holding a tiny little pillow to like give the impression of him like protecting Grogu, Baby Yoda, and
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
but it just like the dedication to their craft, like Jack Black when he was doing Kung Fu Panda, and I think any other voice acting he's ever done, like apparently he gets exceedingly physical in the acting booth, and he really goes for it because he wants to be as authentic as possible, and I love that actors will do that.
I've heard goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Revelio.
And, you know, obviously for Kung Fu Panda, he's got to have lots of yas and just crazy sounds and just different things to do that, like, because he's such a physical actor. Because he's such a physical actor, like, you just...
Might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
The closer look at the house itself, huh? I really admire the work that voice actors go through for their stuff. It's just impressive. All right, let's get inside the house.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio.
More stuff to be found.
This well looks familiar.
Of course it's familiar. You know exactly which well this is, dude.
Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Well, that's nice. And what a great way to continue the plot. Which I knew it had to be this, but...
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason.
Yeah, if I
Is
was...
it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
If I was him, I would absolutely be just like, okay, your story makes no sense, dude. You're lying to me. I'm going to go away before you kill me or make a huge mockery of what we're doing. Like, yeah, makes sense.
Levioso.
Nope.
Descendo.
Not that one.
Arresto momentum. Depulso.
There we go. Got it.
Huh, a stairwell. Why bother blocking the
Revelio.
stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. tells me they're after something bigger.
Let's get Lumos out because Dark Places gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't think we're going to find anything horrible here, but...
Seems
Okay.
these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio.
Anything more to find? No. Oh, interesting. So this looks like Devil's Snare. This might be Devil's Snare.
Confringo.
See that? Whatever it is, it's very fascinating.
Revelio. Confringo.
Oh.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I have a rare ability to see whispers of ancient magic.
I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. I knew you weren't telling me everything. Ancient magic. What does that even mean?
I'm not entirely sure, but the Keepers have said that it's a powerful magic that should only be wielded by a select few.
And you can wield it?
I don't know, but Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
Probably a mistake to get Sebastian
tempted
in
to
on
hold
the
my
secret,
breath.
but whatever.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Okay, the plot has actually thickened now. This is awesome. Ooh, missing portrait. Some kind of partial map?
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Rune diagram, huh?
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. but I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Seems additionally ridiculous that if that particular tidbit he just told me isn't about the Chamber of Secrets, it seems ridiculous that he would have had a second secret chamber or secret room or something secret that...
the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark, do not tell anyone.
It just seems ridiculous that he would have created multiple different rooms to have secrets in. I mean, the castle is clearly huge, so I mean, it makes sense that there's more stuff. I mean, they found Dumbledore's pensive underneath Hogwarts. And then, of course, I don't know that this one was canon, but they did do that mobile Harry Potter game or Hogwarts game. There's too much stuff happening. It's hard to keep track of it all. Again, I am not a lore perfectionist or a lore master when it comes to Harry Potter stuff. I just know a fair bit. That's all. Okay, so we did those two. So we got astronomy class and the High Keep. Meet Natty near Fall Barton Castle. In the shadow of the bloodline, Sebastian Ominous were seen arguing in the Great Hall. I should find out what this is about. So this, I think, is the quest line for the Unforgivable Curses. And I might have to do that. But first, let's do this one really quick.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Perhaps a hybrid. Bouncing.
I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful. I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots.
There's almost too many spells in this game.
Wonderfully done. If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so.
So now I've learned all of the purple force spells, which means I could potentially assign them to a single D-pad. And then when I learn transformation, I could do the same there. Now, obviously, I've got a bonus red one, but this one is so horrible. I can't imagine using it. It's just so it's too short a range. What is this one? This one's Bombarda, I believe. I don't know when I learned that, but that one sounds awesome. So...
Just mind the plants, please.
Flipendo!
Look at that. You're a natural.
Excellent. Alright, well... Alright then, we've done quite a bit for this one, so I think I'll call it for this particular episode. If you like what you're seeing, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to have more videos trickling out as I speak, so Thank you all for watching. Feel free to comment down below, and I'll catch you next time. Huzzah!